Hi everyone, I'm back. We've had some really heavy weather, a lot of snow, and it's kind of beautiful outside. A little gray, but it's already late, so I guess it's almost going dark. Something like, let's see, 3:40 in the afternoon. And, well, time to do some pouring. Now, I have something new. This is a new kind of medium that I'm trying out, so bear with me for, just the same, it won't work at all, but we'll see. First off, I want to thank all the people that have sponsored my channel in December. Here you are. That's all the people. Thank you very much. Love it. So what I'm going to do is put all the colors in one cup. I'm going to do a flip cup, just, because that is the most controlled way to do it. And I've mixed up all these colors. It's all Winsor and Newton. This is standard orange, standard permanent green with a lot of air bubbles in it. See that? I'd like to take some out. Let's see. Just like that, a little bit in there. And as you can see, that almost takes them all out. That is a permanent green. This is a green with a little bit of Naples yellow. This is the dark turquoise. This is turquoise with a lot of white in it and a little bit of green vitello because I want it to be just a little bit different than the other turquoise. Then I have Van Dyke brown, which I didn't warm up. I just used right out of the bottle. And this is Naples yellow. It's kind of a cool color. So we have them all lined up. All that's in there is this new pouring medium and a few drops of dimethicone. I'm going to be pouring it on a 30 by 30, this one. And I am going to be using a corner catcher because I want to see if I can stretch those cells up, because that is something that if you're working with a medium, that's something that you really want. You want something that holds down the silicone until you come in with the torch. Then when you torch it, you want those cells to appear, and then when you tilt it, you want those cells to keep their beautiful circular pattern. And if you stretch them too far, you still want to see some lines, and you don't want to see them all breaking up. And especially when it dries, you want to have it like when you stop tilting and you think you're ready, that's how you want it to dry. You don't want anything happening between when you stop to tilt and when it's dry, because that, sometimes you make something so beautiful and then the next day you come and look and it's all gone. You don't want that. If you have that, I think it has a lot to do with adding too much water or making it too thin. So I really looked for my, it does drip a little at the end, but I think I'm good to go. Now, we're gonna start off with a lot of turquoise because I want that on top. And the other color a little bit down there, a little bit of this in the middle. Of course, a little bit of that brown because it makes such a nice contrast. Then a little bit of green. The orange. Then that really beautiful bright green. And I'm going to finish it off with, again, the turquoises. And as last, I'm coming in with that Naples yellow. So I have a 30 by 30, and I know a lot of people keep asking me how much paint for a 30 by 30. Well, it's a question I can't really answer because, and think about this for a while, see, the volume of paint needed to pour on a 30 by 30, if I use this thickness, it'll always be the same. But because you will never be making your paint as thick as mine, it'll always be a little thinner or a little thicker. That's why you can't completely calculate what you need, because the minute you go a little bit more thin, you have too much. If you go a little thicker, you'll have not enough. And the thing is that you don't even want to have the exact amount to cover the canvas, because when you tilt, you know, you don't want to tilt too much. If you have a corner catcher, you want to do 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all you want to do, because the more you tilt, the more your cells are going to be, you know, scrunched and pulled and done, so you don't really want that. Now, I'm going to flip this one, smack in the middle, and I'm going to see if we have enough paint to fill the whole thing. And it looks like it is enough. And I really like this green with the blue. This is beautiful. And you're not even getting the real intense, vibrant colors. I promise you it is even more prettier in real life. Look at that. I want to sort of keep that. But I am going to torch it. So first I'm going to get the corner catcher, make a little corner, because it's already going overboard. So that's there. That's one. That's number 2. And I really like that I kept this really beautiful green bit there. Now we're going to let it roll down here. That's good. And make it come down here. Oops. Now, the amount I used for reference, and you can see I'm having a lot of trouble covering this whole thing. Good thing I did have a corner catcher, or it would have, you know, totally messed up. But this is 180 milliliters, so that's it. Now look at that. That is kind of pretty. I'm gonna let the warmth, see how I hold it, the flame sort of horizontally, because I want a lot of that warmth just touching the paint. And here it comes. Here comes those beautiful cells. And I'm going to come down here a little bit. And I'm going to do this whole thing here. That is kind of pretty. Okay, now I'm going to warm up the whole thing. This I'm going to leave, and I'm going to leave this little bit here. Going to do the sides. Like I always tell you guys, not to forget the sides. Now I can tell you straight away, this is stunning, stunning, stunning. It is a beautiful, beautiful pour. The cells are something else. Wow. I am really, wow, over the moon with this. Too bad that not a lot of the colors popped up, because I would really have liked a lot more of that brown, but then I should have put more in it, I guess. Here's a little bit of orange peeking through. Here's a little bit of green peeking through. I like the Naples yellow, what it's doing. And over here, I'm gonna get you up close in a bit, but this is amazing. It really is. This is beautiful. Oh, wow, and that is amazing too. I'm gonna get you up close. Just wait a minute. How am I gonna do this? I'm gonna, okay. Oops, I'm dripping on myself. Look at those cells. They're on top in the middle. Look at those. And then this bit here, look at that. And it is dripping a lot, as you can see. But I'm telling you, I really, really like this stuff. Now I gotta clean myself off a little bit because I got my arms all covered in paint. And I don't have my paint clothes on, but this is awesome, it really is. I could have had a little bit of different color, but just what these cells are doing, and I am hoping they're gonna dry exactly like this, because that's important, right? Okay, let me get a paper to put it on. Now, the good thing about this pouring medium, there is nothing else in it. It's just the new pouring medium, paint, water. That's it. And right after this one, I'm going to do the same test, but then with Vallejo fluid acrylics. So this is the Winsor & Newton, and if you have the Liquitex or the Amsterdam acrylics or the, what else do we have? Sennelier, we have Amsterdam Liquitex. Did I have them all? Anything that looks like that, you know, that a little bit thicker paint, all you have to do is add pouring medium, about 30%, then a little bit of water to get it to the right consistency, and this happens. So this is really, really pretty. And I'm not seeing anything, you know, I'm looking at all these outlines here and up here, and you know, what you don't want is that those outlines sort of start to fade into the background. You don't want that. So I'm gonna be keeping my eye on this and seeing what it's gonna do. But up to now, it is fantastic, really is. That is beautiful. Okay, putting it away. Now I have some of that stuff on the table, and I'm getting a little bit of photo paper, a small one, because I want to see if it also is good for the squishing or the swiping or whatever. So we're going to put that on, let it come down a little bit, and put in a really nice bright color. And that really nice bright green. And I'm going to squish it and see if, oh, well, fiddlesticks, right? Can't say the other word, but fiddlesticks, I think that's okay. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh boy, that stuff really does sell. Look at that. That is amazing. Let me get you in. There you go. It's not really in focus. There it is. That really sells like crazy. Okay, this one I dropped. Oh well. You know, can't have it all. Let's see what it does. Cover the whole thing. And I'd like to swipe it. So what I'm going to do is get a swipe color like that. Oops, you're not in focus. Now you are. And swipe it down there. That is pretty. I'm loving this. Look at that. Look at that bit here. This is amazing. Look at it. Let me get you in focus. Oops, a little bit more here. Look at that. Can you see the definition? That has so much definition. I have not seen that for a long, long, long while. That is beautiful. And because this doesn't come up, see if you hold it up, you can see it a little bit, but this here is because there's just too thick a layer of this Naples yellow, and that's why it can't come up. But here, it absolutely came up. It is beautiful. I love it. I'm gonna do a couple more. I do wanna put it away. Okay, let's do one more. I want to do another swipe because I got a lot of paint on the corner catcher. I'm gonna let it pour down. Then put the Naples yellow on top. Clean off the palette knife. Get you back in focus. Just wipe it down there. It is a little thick now. Let me make sure it's not too thick. Oh, that might come up with something very pretty. Okay, that is beautiful. Just don't forget that I have scraped that off, so you know the colors are not as defined, and because you know they're sort of mixing together. But look at this. Wait a minute, let me get you in focus. Look at that. That is gorgeous. That is going to make some beautiful jewelry. I'm sorry I'm getting a little quiet, but you know the drill. When I get really quiet, I am just so awestruck with how beautiful this is. This is just beautiful. I've got to get something where you can see a little bit more color. But this stuff is doing different things, and I'm not sure how I can explain that. The definition of these cells, see that's, I just scraped that off the corner catcher, and now I'm going to put a big layer of turquoise in there, and the other color, and some brown. Just like that. And I'm hoping that this will come out. Somehow this stuff does something to the paint. It's more, how can I say, more, yeah, it's more elastic. That's what I'm seeing. So it's sort of clinging to each other, and I think that's why it has such beautiful cells. But look at that, even this. Let me get you in close one more time. See how that, you know, there's still definition in the colors. I need my, I need to fill my torch. That is a lot of, and it keeps on doing it too. Look at that. See how this is so beautiful. That is what I've been looking for. But we have to do something with the colors, so hold on. Another paper. Just gotta do one more test. I'm gonna, what I have left in the cup. What's that? And some green. And of course a little bit of brown. Up here, down here. And I have to fill my torch. 1, 2, 3. That's it. A little bit of coffee. Okay. Now I'm going to squish it. Move it around a little bit. That is kind of pretty. Okay, this is it, guys. This stuff is the bomb. It really is. Look at that. Can you see that? Look at that. Gee. That, what I'm seeing here, that is so beautiful. This stuff is the bomb. It really is. I'm sold. I want a lot of this stuff. I'll ask, you know, how long it's going to take before it's on the market. I'm sure you guys want this stuff too. This is amazing. Look at that. Let's see, getting close. Yeah, this stuff is the bomb. It's beautiful. Now I got so many Yuppos, I'm going crazy. Let's see, we did, oh yeah, I can do a tiny pour. Maybe that we didn't do that yet. Let's see. A really tiny little pour with a lot of bright colors. get you in really tight. Ooh, I don't want to ruin this one. This one is beautiful. Look at that. Look at those. That is like, I don't know, lacing I've never seen before. That is so beautiful. I've never seen it do something like this. That is cool. That is gonna make a beautiful pendant. Chew, wow. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. But I've never seen anything like this ever, because it's like, it's drawn on with a really fine tip marker. I just hope it dries like that. So let's not jump up and down with joy yet, because it has to stay like that also. But I'm getting these so awesome results. That is, I just don't want to stop. That's the thing. So if the video's too long, guys, just beneath this video, down there, well, let's see here, there's a little button and you can turn it off. But I got to do some more testing. You know, when you're onto something new, you don't want to stop. That's the thing. And now it's sort of mixed up all together. Let's see, what do we have? What is another color? Okay, a little bit of orange. Let's help it all over the place. Shake off the excess paint. Oop, don't drop it. Just dropped it a little bit. Okay. Oops, let's see if you get you guys in focus. There you go. Yep. I want liters of this stuff, gallons. Look at it. Okay, so we know it works with the Winsor & Newton. This is the best pouring medium ever, because you don't have to put anything else in there. Only pouring medium, water and paint, that's it. Can't go wrong with a recipe like that. So that's that. And I'm going to clean up a little bit here, and then I'm going to do another test, but then I'm going to use 50-50. So I'm going to do 50% of this new pouring medium and 50% Vallejo. And that's going to be really exciting too, because it is. Okay, guys. Okay, oh yeah, another thing, when I do this, whoops and whoops, that's when I turn off my camera, because I can't see the button. There's this button on there that I have to press. So, love you all to pieces. Be right back really fast. Liebe euch alle. Bye-bye.